Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to another yoga session hosted by Santa Clara County Library. We'll start actually today's session in a standing position. So let's all make our way up into a standing position. Let's keep our legs to the distance of our hips. We'll just adjust a little bit the camera here. Yes. Let's keep our legs to the distance of our hips. Let's start by taking our hands to our T-arm position. Let's with the palms facing up to the ceiling. Relax your shoulders and your neck muscles. And very slowly, as you inhale, take your hands all the way up, touching your fingertips towards each other. And exhale, just simply circle your hands, bringing them down. One more, simply inhale, take your hands all the way up. And exhale, let's bring it back. Let's start with simple shoulder rotation. Touch your knuckles, lift your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades and press it down. Let's touch our knuckles, lift the elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades and press it down. Let's do this one more time. Touch your knuckles, lift your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades and press it down. Just move your hands a little bit. Try to relax your shoulders. Let's bring our hands with our palms facing up towards the ceiling. And we're going to pull the tray towards us, right? So just pull the drawer towards you, lift it up and give it away. Two more. And let's simply give it away. Let's do this one more time. And simply just let it go and relax. Move your hands a little bit. Shake your legs off a little bit. We'll start to warm up our legs a little bit now. Let's keep our right leg to the ground. Release your left heel off the ground. So you are basically still pressing the ball of the feet of your left to the ground. Let's bring our hands onto our hips. We'll come into a balancing position. So those of us who find it very difficult to lift the leg completely off, you're going to slightly lift it and tap it back. So until you gain confidence, those of us who are able to gently lift that leg up. So try to bring your knee in line with your hip and you flex your feet. So we're not dropping our toes down, but we are flexing our feet. Hold this position. Notice if you're still breathing. See if you can lift your leg a little bit higher. Just one more breath. And gently place your left leg down and shake your right leg off, the load-bearing leg a little bit more. Let's start by checking the balance on the other side. So basically it's always the leg which is resting, that's where we're checking, right? So place your left to the ground, release your right heel off the ground. And gently work on lifting that right leg. Now, those of us who cannot remember, just tap and come up. Don't suddenly lift your leg up because you might feel a loss of balance. Those of us who can, let's bring it up. Bring your knee in line with your hip. Flex your toes. Try to see how it feels to smile here while you're breathing. Keep it in the center, so don't lean to one side or the other. Don't compensate your body. Try to stand nice and straight and tall. Lift it higher if you can. Just a couple of more breaths. Yes, a lot of muscles are getting engaged. And release. Let's simply shake our left leg off and also the right. We're going to open up our hips a little bit now. So come back to stand. You're still resting both your legs. Bring your hands back to your hips. Let's release our left heel off the ground and gently bring that left leg up. Those of you who are able to, you can also try to open up your hands. Still okay here? Open up that leg all the way to the right side. Circle and bring it back up. Keep your feet flexed. If you need to take the support of a couch or a wall, go ahead and do that. One more. And up. Just two more. Let's take it out and bring it back. Let's do this one last time. and bring it back. Stay, hold, breathe. Can you point and flex, point and flex? Try to engage your core muscles. Point and flex. One more and flex. Stay. If you need to tap that left leg for a second because you're getting tired, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, take your right hand to the outside of your left. Gently try to take that left leg towards the right side. And breathe. So your upper body is still facing forward. Nothing has changed. It's the leg that is going towards the right side. Take your left arm a little bit behind and now let's try to stretch it out a little bit more. Yes, it's a bit challenging for some of us because it involves a little bit of balance. Gently come back to the center. Lift that leg up and gently settle down. Let it go. Shake it off a little bit. Let's start with the other side. Nicely open up your toes. Find your grounding with your left leg first and then gently release your right heel off the ground. Bring your hands onto your hips. Try to gain length from the base of your feet and really try to stand up nice and tall, pulling the belly button towards the spine, keeping our core muscles engaged. And maybe you can slightly lift it or you can lift it up. So we are all trying to get to whatever the best we can do right now. We are not at all feeling any competition. You can rest your hands on your hips or open up your hands into T-arm. Lift that leg higher if you can. Still breathing? Try to smile. Let's take it out. Rotate and back up. Lift it higher, guys, if you can. 3 more. Turn and bring it back up. Just 2 more. And bring it back. Whenever you feel that was too much for me, just tap it a little bit. There you go. I'm shaking. And let's do this one last time. And bring it back. It is pretty challenging to talk in a balancing position. I guess you understand that. And then let's take our left hand. Sorry, guys, I lost it. Okay, let's take our left hand, place it to the outside of the right, and gently pull that right towards the left side. And take your right hand a little bit to the back. And breathe. If I lose my position, please hold. And breathe. Just make it like a fun thing. Really try to enjoy the playful nature. And then gently bring it back. Lift it up. And hold. One more. And gently release. Let it go. Shake your left leg off a little bit more than your right. All right, let's stretch the back of the leg a little bit now. So let's take our right leg to the back. We're going to work, we'll start with our shoulders. So your shoulders are facing forward, your hip points are facing forward. The reason I'm saying is we are not trying to lean towards the right side, right? So keep your whole upper body facing forward. Your right leg is pressing to the ground. Let's try to just push our hips back. So gently release the toes and the ball of the feet off the ground. The heel is digging to the ground. Let's push our hips to the back. Starting to stretch the back of the leg a little bit. And breathe. Let's push it a little further back. See how that feels. Slowly release your hands. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Relax your shoulders. And exhale, let's try to bring our hands wherever they rest. Maybe on your toes, maybe on your shin, or maybe on your thigh. That's fine too. But you're still going to feel the stretch at the back of your leg. If you're able to hold your toes, go ahead and hold without bending your knee. So don't do this to hold your toes. There's no point in bending the leg and holding the toes like this. But I want you to press your kneecap to the back like this. So we are feeling the stretch at the back of our leg. And breathe. Very slowly as you inhale, place that left leg down to the ground, feet to the ground. Circle your arms and release. Simply shake your legs off, bring them back together. Let's keep our right forward. Step your left leg to the back. Just make all adjustments to keep your shoulders and your hip points facing forward. And then let's just try to release the toes and the ball of the feet off the ground. So just try to flex that feet basically. Push your hips back. and a little bit more. Now sometimes, I will just show you a variation here. Sometimes it helps us to bend the back leg. So if you want to bend your back leg a little bit like that, but without bending your front leg, let's push those hips back like that. This will be helpful. Stay where you are. Let's open up our hands. Take our hands all the way up. Without bending your knee, wherever your hands rest, naturally, just place it down. You must feel a nice deep stretch. If you're not feeling anything at the back of your right leg, it means you're bending your right knee. And breathe. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Rest your feet down. Circle your hands. Simply step your left leg forward and shake your legs off a little bit. Let's move our hands and legs together just to open the spine a little bit, giving a spinal twist to the body. Widen your stand. So the legs are no longer within the frame of your mat, but they are wider than the width of your mat. Open up your hands. Let's take our right hand all the way to the back. Lift your left heel off the ground. Let's look to the back. Come back to the center. Right heel lifts off, pivot on the ball of the feet. Let's take it to the back. Come back to the center. Switch and back. And switch and back. Release your hands, rotate your shoulders, and reverse the direction of the rotation of your shoulders. We are going to have a plie position of our feet now. So bring your heels inward, take your toes outward. The legs are still slightly wider. Bring your hands to the heart center. Hollow your belly, push your hips back. So don't come down like this. I want you to come down straight with your upper body. If you cannot go very deep, that's okay. But make sure you don't lean forward like this, right? So come down straight, bend your knees. Chest up, chin up. Breathe. Lift your 10 toes off so that you can press the balls of the feet, your heel and the arches to the ground. Place those 10 toes down to the ground and bring yourself up. Few more. Let's bend, sit down and up. 2 more. And up. Synchronize your breath with your movement. Maybe this is a good exhale position. Hollow your belly and bring it up. This time when we go down, we're going to lift one heel off the ground. Heel, right? We're going to press the ball of the feet on the ground. So let's hollow the belly, push your hips back, and simply lift only your right heel off the ground. So you're starting to engage your calf muscles here. Sit down a little bit deeper if you can. Do not do this. Remember, always your fingertips are pointing up towards the ceiling. Rest your right heel down. Let's bring it up. Back to squat. Left heel off the ground. Hold. Press it down. Let's bring it up. Last time, let's bring it down. Both heels off the ground if you can. Balance. Notice, connect with your inner thighs. Feel a little bit of shake in your legs. Breathe. Maybe you can sit down a little bit more without resting your heels down. Notice how you're holding your jaw or your breath right now. Rest your heels down, take it all the way up. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Circle your hands, rotate your shoulders. Reverse the direction of the rotation of your shoulders. Gently heel toe yourself and come back to the center and shake it off. Hopefully we are slightly warmed up. We're going to also flex the lower back. Before we get into deeper stretches, I want to make sure the legs, the back of the legs, inner thighs, everything is clearly warmed up. So keep your legs slightly apart. Let's take our hands all the way up. Let's step back a little bit. Let's come into a half forward bend. Push your hips back. Let's come into a half forward bend. So your ears are trying to tuck in between your arms. Breathe and slowly take it all the way up. Let's give a slight back bend to the body. Catch a breath here. Exhale, squeeze your abdominal muscles, push your hips back, half forward bend. Inhale, arch up your back, chin up, chest up. Catch a breath. Exhale, half forward bend. Inhale, take it all the way up. And last time. And let's take it all the way. Let's hold the back bend for a little bit longer this time. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach your fingertips up, circle your hands, rotate your shoulders, reverse the direction, and let's step to the top of our mat. We'll start to articulate the spine, and then we'll also start to engage our core muscles a little bit. Now, if you wish to, you can bring your legs together, but if you have a little bit of balance issue for any reason, then you can keep your legs slightly apart. Hands to the heart center. Inhale, let's give a nice deep back bend to the body. Exhale, let's bring ourselves into a simple forward bend position. Step your right leg to the back. Step your left leg to the back. Set position for a simple cat and cow position. Your wrist in line with your shoulders, your knee in line with your hips. Your toes are completely relaxed, so which means to say we are not tucking our toes like this. We can press our toenails to the ground. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. And exhale, round. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. And exhale, round. Let's come into a neutral position. Our neck is in line with our spine. Stay where you are. We're going to start with simple hip rotation. So if you notice, the warm-up had a little bit of balance and hip rotation, right? So there's always the warm-up and the main exercises would be connected. So tuck your toes. Release your left leg off the ground. Elbow sideways, actually, that would be better. Extend your left leg all the way out. Bend your left leg at the knee, open up your hip like this. Just like how you did while you were standing. We're going to draw circles, both directions. So we're going to start by taking it outwards and then inwards as well. So 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come back, stay, reverse. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Stay, hold. Now step that same leg forward. So you're going to step it to the outside of your left hand. So this is how you would look. Right? We're going to deepen our stretch at our inner thighs and the hips on the left side. So already the leg is placed to the outside of your left hand. Walk that leg a little bit further away from you. We are going to just drop the knee outside. So we are connecting with our inner thigh. Just open up that leg a little bit like that. And press it down. Now, if you want to drop your elbows down, some of us are able to do that. I would recommend us to take the right knee a little further back. So we're going to tuck our right leg toes, lift the right knee off the ground, and gently walk on the ball of the feet of that leg. So I want you to walk like this. We did this a little bit last week. Some of you might remember. And then rest your right knee down to the ground like that. And then relax your toes. Right? Stay where you are. Ready? Now see how it feels to just drop that leg down. You can just stay here. This is good. Or you can take some kind of a support. Maybe you can take a cushion or something like that. And you can rest your elbows on top of your cushion like this. Or you have an option to completely take your elbows down. So you're going to gently take your elbows down like this and you're going to stay. So you're going to feel a deep stretch on your left glute, on the in the inside of your thighs. And breathe. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walk your hands back towards your body. Let's rest our left feet down to the ground. Remember, we took this right leg a little further back, right? Let's bring that leg back in position. So tuck your right leg toes, lift your right knee, and then walk that leg a little bit closer and then rest that knee down like that. Stay where you are. Now we're going to take this left leg back, but we're not going to You're going to place it down, but behind the right. So simply take your left leg all the way to the back like this. Place it behind your right. Take your right leg outwards. Now you have your right hand, your right knee, and your left leg in one straight line, approximately. The whole feet is resting to the ground. So you're not kind of leaning to the inner edge of your left leg, but you have your whole feet to the ground. Let's open up the left side of the body first. Take your left hand up and let's open up the whole side body, left side of the body. And breathe. One more, this feels good. It feels like a good release in the body. Take your left hand up towards the ceiling. Now, those of us who want to just do the same thing one more time, please feel free to do that. I know some of you like to challenge yourself a little bit more because you have been doing for a long time. If you're ready for it, take your right leg, place it in front of your left. Now, we are on the outer edge of the right leg. That's fine. And now see how it feels to take your left hand all the way up. This is totally optional, guys. You can keep your right knee down if this is not for you. Listen to your body at all times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your left hand up first, and gently bring your right. Turn those toes outward, just like how you did earlier on. Pull the belly button towards you and gently bring yourself all the way up. Make any adjustments that you need to so that your left leg and your right knee are approximately in one straight line. So you're going into the gate position, basically. So the big toe of your left leg and your right knee are approximately in one straight line. Place your left hand to the outside of the left. Take your right hand all the way out towards the left side. And breathe. Take your hands all the way up. Once again, drop your right hand down to the ground. Bring your left leg back in position. Place your left hand down to the ground. Release the ball of the feet of your left. So you're back to one leg extended out. Let's hold our plank position now. So take your other leg out. Now those of us who cannot do completely hold a plank position, it's okay for you to rest your knees, but take your knees slightly behind you. So I don't want you to keep your knees in line with your hips like this, but take those knees slightly behind you and rest it down. But rest of you, let's try to hold the plank position. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently rest both your knees down. Let's walk our hands back towards our body like this. Come onto a standing position on your knees. Let's stretch our shoulders as well as the wrist out. Start with the shoulder. Let's take our right hand, take it across the body. Really stretch it out. Let's stretch the right shoulder out first. And let's do it on the other side. Open up your hands into T-arm position, but turn your palms facing out to the back. So your knuckles are facing forward. Now all you're going to do, I'll just crawl a little forward so you can see me better. So all you're going to do is you're going to pulse, so the hands don't drop. Your shoulder, elbow, and wrist is approximately in one straight line. And let's pulse about 8 times. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Turn your right palm up to the ceiling. Let's try to stretch out the side body. Simple side body stretch. Taking your right towards the left side. Come back to the center. So the reason why we are holding is you're particularly wanting to stretch that area, right? Switch. Hold on to your left wrist with your right, and then let's stretch it out. So also focus on the entire side body, but also become aware of how the stretch is helping you release your wrists a little bit. And come back to the center. If you wish to still rotate it off a little bit and reverse the direction of the rotation. And if you're still a little bit tender around your wrist, make sure you massage your wrists off using the thumb to the base of the palm on the opposite hand. And release. All right, we'll start with the hip rotations on the other side. Let's start with our simple cat and cow. Legs are hip width apart, arms are shoulder width apart. Start with a simple cat and cow. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. And exhale, round your back. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. And exhale, round your back. Stay. Let's simply extend our right leg. Keep your left leg toes tucked. Extend your right leg out. Flex your feet. Bend your right leg at the knee. Lift that knee up. So the leg tends to collapse down because the muscles start to fatigue. But our goal is to engage our inner thighs and our glutes to lift it up. Ready? Let's start. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Stay, hold. Now, one of the things that happens is when we are rotating our knee, we tend to bend this opposite elbow like this. We are compensating. Keep it straight. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold, stay, breathe. I know, right glute is on fire. Let's place that leg forward. Step it. If you have the range of motion, walk that leg a little bit farther away from you. You can stay here. Let's first check how the inner thigh is doing. Just drop that leg outward and see if everything is all right. If you're feeling any sharp shooting pain coming from your lower back, refrain from this position. Do not go any further. Rest your leg down here and just stay here. If you're feeling all right, let's see how it feels to go a little deeper. Still okay here? Place your right feet down to the ground. The back leg is tucked. We're going to lift our back knee off the ground. We're going to roll on the ball of the feet. Take that leg really to the back and gently place that knee down. You can also relax your toes now. Stay. You can take the support of a cushion or a block to rest your elbows down. Or first start by peeling the inner edge of that leg, dropping your right knee outward, connecting with your inner thigh. And then gently see how it feels to rest your elbows down like this. Stay and breathe. Very slowly lift your head up. Gently walk your hands back towards your body. It's important for us to bring that left leg back in position before we do anything else, right? So tuck your left leg toes, lift your left knee, but bring that leg a little bit closer to the body and then rest it down. Place your right feet completely down to the ground. Stay where you are. Ready? From here, just take that right leg all the way to the back. Let's drop that right leg behind the left, but turn your left toes outward. Now adjust yourself so that your left hand, your left knee, and your right feet are approximately in one straight line. And once you turn your toes outward, it becomes easy for you to release your right hand off because you have shifted your center of gravity a little bit, right? So let's take our right hand all the way up. Start with a simple side body stretch, the easiest one in this series, right, in this sequence. Let's simply originate your stretch from your hip and then let's open up the entire right side of the body. And breathe. Relax your head and your shoulder and neck muscles particularly. Slowly take your right hand all the way up. You have a choice to repeat or you have a choice to take your left leg and place it in front of your right. And then you can take your hand back. So this is a variation. Four, three, two, and one. Hold. Take your right hand up. So be in good control of your body. Don't be in a hurry to release it. We want to engage our core muscles. And now gently place your left knee down but turn your toes outward. Stay okay here. Pull the belly button towards you. Bring yourself all the way up. Adjust your right leg so that your right big toes come in line with your left knee. Get position. Simply take your right hand, rest it to the outside of that right leg. Let's take our left hand all the way up. Opening the left side of the body. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Gently place again your left hand down to the ground. And this time also place your right hand down to the ground. Remember, we turn this leg outward, right? So we have to bring it back in position. But let's start with this leg first. So release your right leg. Try to come on the ball of the feet. Simultaneously bring your left leg also back in position. So you have one leg extended, which is your right leg, and your other ankle and knee are also in line. Let's come into a plank position. Hold your plank. Let's try to hold it for 8 counts this time, since we're getting a little stronger now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently rest your knees down. Let's stretch the back muscles out a little bit. Let's get into an extended child's position. Open up your legs really wide. Let the big toes touch each other. Push your hips all the way to the back. Rest your forehead down. Take a break. Very slowly lift your head up, gently walk your hands back towards your body. We have 2 more sequences, guys. So we are going to, now that we are warmed up, we are going to go a little bit faster. Let's meet in a downward dog position and start to pedal those legs off. Step your right leg forward. Step your left leg forward. Come into a simple forward bend position. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Let's give a nice deep back bend to the body. Reach your fingertips up. Circle your hands. Rotate your shoulders. Reverse the direction of the rotation. I can see some of you doing it so nicely. And release. I know we can't see all of it on one frame, but I do see some of you. Thank you. All right. Remember in the beginning of the class, we did something. I'm going to add to that sequence. Let's keep our left leg forward. Let's take our right leg to the back. So all toes are still facing forward. Our hip points are facing forward. Our shoulders are facing forward. Let's take our hands all the way. Oh, also the important thing here is don't take your legs too wide. I want you to keep it slightly closer to each other. So about 2 feet maybe, not more than that. Okay? Because we might lose our balance if we go too far in this one. Ready? Let's take our hands all the way up. We're going to stretch, reach your fingertips up all the way towards the ceiling. Make a connection with your side body. And the more you reach your fingertips up, a few things happen which we would like it to happen. One is to engage our core muscles. So we want to squeeze our belly right now, but we don't want to reduce the space between the chin and the collarbone. So as you do this, don't shrug everything down. Keep your arms relaxed. Your head should be able to move, but pull your belly button and then reach yourself up. So there is a different way of getting tall. See, I'm still able to move my head, but my belly is really reaching towards my spine right now. Let's take our hands all the way to the back. Interlock your hands. Let's press the heel of the palm towards each other. Push your shoulders all the way to the back. We're going to do cat and cow in this position. Keep your hands just the way they are. They are resting on your hips. Let's try to arch up the back. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. So the more you look towards the ceiling, your arms are going to go down like this. You're going to pull it down towards the ground and you're going to give a back bend to the body. Now slowly as you exhale, start to push your hips back. Remember we did this in the beginning of the class. Keep your hands still resting on your hips. Flex your feet. So I released my the ball of the feet and the toes off the ground and I'm pushing my hips back like that. Step your left leg down. Both your feet are down to the ground. Inhale, arch up your back. Let's take it all the way up to the ceiling. Keep your hands resting on your hips but pull it down towards the ground. And exhale, let's start to lead. Maintain that orange, hold that orange in between the chin and the collarbone. Start to bend your back knee. If you need to remember, we talked about this earlier. Push your hips back and give a stretch to the back of your left leg. 2 more this way. Left feet down, arch up your back, take it all the way up. And exhale, push your hips back, bend one knee. Let's try to connect with the back of our left leg. And last time, press it down, arch up your back. And exhale. Soften your right knee. It helps you to push your hips back a little bit. And then nicely flex your left leg toes now. Don't bend your left knee. You lose the stretch at the back of your leg. Step your left leg down. Bring yourself up. And release. Let it go. Let's do the other side. So the easiest way would be to keep your right leg. Just release your left heel. I'll show it this way. Left heel off the ground. Draw that line a little back. Maybe 1 or 2 feet. And then rest it down. That's it. Don't go too far. Ready? Let's again take our hands up. All toes pointing forward. Hip points, shoulders facing forward. Inhale. Take your hands up. Press your feet, use the energy by pressing your feet into the ground and then start to squeeze your belly. So I want you to really withdraw your belly button towards your spine, but you should be able to move your head. So don't tighten your upper body. Breathe. This itself is a lot of engagement in your legs if you observe how much is going on with your thighs right now. And then circle your hands. Let's interlock. Push those shoulders back, pull your knuckles down, feel an opening in the center of your chest. Ready? Slowly as you inhale, let's take it all the way up. Arch up your back. Think about tailbone and lower back. Go deeper. And exhale, start to soften your left knee a little bit and start to push your hips back and then flex your right. And connect with the calf muscle of your right. And the entire back of your right leg. This way 3 times. Right feet down. Inhale. Look towards the ceiling. And exhale. Lead with your chin. Keep space between the chin and the collarbone. Bend your left knee. Flex your right leg toes towards the shin. 2 more. Inhale up. And exhale. Really flex the toes. You won't lose your balance. You have 1 foot firmly planted to the ground. Last time. And let's go back. Hold it for an extra breath here. And simply step your right feet down and step your left leg back in position. Shake your legs off. Release your hands. Simply rotate your shoulders and reverse the direction. Just open your hands really wide like this. Squeeze, like we have those stress balls. We think like that. You're squeezing it and release. And release. 1 more and release and shake. Let it go. All right. we're going to get into one tiny sequence here. So I will go slightly, actually I'll start with the right so you can see me better. Let's take the right leg forward and walk your left leg a little further back. So this time we are aligning ourselves to warrior feet position. Those of us who can connect with that, the arch of your back leg and the heel of your front leg are approximately aligned, and then bend your front leg. Slowly walk. If you want to angle your right leg toes a little bit to help you, you can angle your back leg toes a little bit like that. Okay, and keep your front knee bent. Stay where you are. I'll show the hands now. Let's bring ourselves into T-arm position. Right hand goes down, left hand goes on the top. Bend at the elbows and then wrap your arms like this. So we are coming into eagle arms. If you're doing it for the first time, I can repeat that one more time. Right goes below, left goes on the top, your elbows are stacked up, you're bending at the elbows, and then you're taking your right hand, wrapping it around your left. So you kind of hold your hands. Now, if this becomes too much for you, you can just rest your arms on your shoulders like this. That's perfectly fine. All right. So all we are going to do, now I will change my position for you to see me better. Right? We're going to take our arms in both directions. So first we're going to turn our body towards the left side, which means to say we're going to feel the stretch on the side and the right shoulder blade. And then we are also going to go the other direction. So let's start with the other side, to the left side. Simply take your hands all the way towards your left side. And breathe. And breathe. And come back, face forward. See how that feels. If you're still feeling all right here, I want you to lift your elbows a little bit higher, because some of us have shoulder issues and injuries. I didn't say that initially because it may be too much for you. But if you're comfortable here, lift your elbows up like this. So you're able to view your elbows stacked up, and then push your arms a little bit away from you as well. If all that is too much for you, just keep it here. That's fine. All right. Now you're going to maintain the distance, moving those arms away from your body. Gently try to bring your arms to the inside of your legs. So you will look like this. You're going to bring your upper body. Your right shoulder is going to come to the inside of your right knee. Let's hold on here. No need to take your knuckles down for today. Just hold here. And breathe. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Bring yourself all the way up. Stay where you are. And then gently turn those arms towards your left side. Come back to the center. Push those elbows away. Lift it up if you can. And gently take that right arm to the inside of your right leg. Hold here. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Bring yourself up. Exhale, take it to the back. And breathe. Come back to the center, catch your breath. Push those elbows away. Lift it. And let's come down. Hold. Inhale, take it all the way up. And exhale, take it to the back. And breathe. Come back facing forward. Release your hands into T-arm position. So you will look like this. Right? You're going to release your back heel off the ground. The left heel is off the ground. Place your hands on either side of your right leg. Let's take our right leg all the way up to the ceiling. Come into a fire hydrant position. So bend your right leg at the knee and come into a fire hydrant position. Inhale, take your right leg all the way up. Point your toes, three-legged dog. Drop your right leg down. Pedal your legs off. Stay where you are. I'm going to face forward. And now step your left leg forward. Step your right leg forward. Coming into a forward bend position. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Give a nice deep back bend. Counter position to your forward bend. Take your hands up. Circle your hands. Rotate. And reverse. All right, now we know where we are going, so it'll be easy for us. Let's take our left leg. I will keep changing my position. You don't have to do anything. Let's keep our left leg forward. Take your right leg to the back. Adjust your leg so that for this one, if you are able to, you can widen your stand. Two options. You can either keep your heel in line with the arch of your back leg, or if you feel more comfortable, you can angle your toes a little bit like that. Ready? Let's bend our front leg. Left knee. Open up your hands into T-arm position. Left hand comes below. Right hand comes on the top. Bendicate the elbows. Let's hold the eagle arm position. If you are able to, push your elbows away from you and lift them a little bit higher. Stay. Ready? Let's start by going back first. So let's take that arm all the way to the back. So when we are doing that, sometimes we start to straighten our leg like this. Keep your front knee bent, left knee bent, and take it to the back. You feel an involvement of your core here. And let's face forward. So now you're facing towards your left knee. Push those arms away, lift it up. Exhale, left shoulder and knee come in contact, hold. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, come back. Push it away. Exhale, come down. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it to the back. Inhale, bring it forward. Push it away, lift it up. Exhale, bring it down. Last time. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it to the back. Inhale, take it forward. Push it away, lift it up. Exhale, bring it down. Hold. Align your left shoulder to your left knee if you can. Remember to breathe, relax your jaw. Inhale, take it all the way up. Release your hands. Bring yourself into T-arm position. Slowly release your back heel off the ground. Place your hands on either side of your left leg. Take your left leg all the way up to the ceiling and come into a fire hydrant position. So bend your left leg at the knee and come into a fire hydrant. Inhale, take your left leg up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Drop your leg down and gently pedal your legs off. Step your right leg forward. Step your left leg forward. Come into a full forward bend. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Let's give a nice deep back bend to the body. Fingertips up. Circle your hands. Bring your hands back to the heart center. Super ready for a sun salutation because the body is really nicely warmed up now. Let's do at least one or two based on the time we'll decide. Slowly take your hands all the way up. Give a nice deep back bend to the body. Exhale, fly your hands. Let's come into a forward bend. Step your right leg all the way to the back. Step your left leg all the way to the back. Hold your plank position. Your upper body is parallel to the ground, so you are not lifting your hips up or letting them sag down. Hold. Remember, you have an option to drop your knees down if it is too much for you. And breathe. Press your heels back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's all rest our knees down. Relax your toes. Bend your elbows towards your body. So don't let them go sideways, bend it towards your body. Start to hollow your belly, bring your chin down to the ground. Inhale, make your way up into a full cobra position. Tuck your toes. Let's meet in a downward dog position and start to pedal those legs off. Right leg steps forward. I'll just add a small chair here. Left leg joins the right leg. Sit down and let's come into a chair position. and breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Let's give a nice deep back bend to the body. Fingertips up, circle your hands, hands back to the heart center. Half round sun salutation done, other half. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Nice deep back bend. Exhale, fly your hands, lead with your chin and your chest, forward bend. Left leg steps to the back. Right leg joins the left leg. Hold a plank. Let's hold it for 8 count this time. So it's going to start now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently place your knees down, relax your toes. Remember, in plank, you always have an option to rest your knees down. Bend your elbows towards your body, hollow your belly, chin to the ground. Inhale, make your way up into a full cobra position. Tuck your toes, let's meet in a downward dog position and start to pedal your legs off. Left leg steps forward. Right leg joins the left leg, come into a chair position. Sit down really well. And breathe. This is the only variation I added today. Super easy sun salutation today. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Let's give a nice deep back bend to the body. Fingertips up. Circle your hands, hands back to the heart center. Alright, we're going to do one more round of sun salutation, but it's going to be a combination, so it's going to be super easy and quick. So we'll have time to wrap it up. Let's step to the top of our mats. Bring your hands to the heart center. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Let's give a nice deep back bend. Exhale, fly your hands to the side, lead with your chin. Place your hands down but bend your knees a lot, just like how you did earlier on in your chair position. Rest your palms down. Ready? Hop your legs back into plank. Option guys. Otherwise take one leg at a time, come to plank. And breathe. Bend, drop your knees down. Relax your toes. Bend your elbows towards your body. Hollow your belly, chin to the ground. Inhale, make your way up into a full cobra position. Tuck your toes. Let's meet back in a downward dog position and start to pedal your legs off. Stay where you are. I'll show you the other variation. Now, keep your, once you stop pedaling your legs, press on the balls of your feet and bend your knees. Let's try to push our hips towards our heels. So basically, you feel a stretch in your lower back right now. Look towards your hands, look forward. You can either step one leg at a time forward or hop your legs forward, come into a forward bend. Stay. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Let's give a nice deep back bend to the body. Fingertips up, circle your hands, and back to the heart center. Release, shake your legs off a little bit. Let's come down to the mat and massage the back. Lie down on your mat. And bring your knees along with you. And take your time to slowly massage your back. We do have 5 minutes left, so we can massage our back really well. Become aware of your breath and your heart rate. And reverse. Make sure you touch all the 4 points around your lower back. Drop your feet down into bridge position feet. Make sure you have space between your thighs. Your thighs are not hugging each other. Rest your hands next to your body. Simple, normal, basic bridge position. Inhale, lift your hips off the ground, reaching your belly button up towards the ceiling. Slow down your breath. Start to take slow, deep, long breaths in and out. And gently start to bring your shoulder blades down, your mid back, your lower back, and your tailbone. Keep your left leg extended, bring your right knee into your chest, keep all feet flexed. Pull your right thigh into your body nicely. And switch. Extend your right leg, press it down to the ground, and simply pull your left. Keep all feet flexed. Turn your toes towards your shin. Just try to support the lower back a little bit more on both sides. And now walk your right also into your chest and pull your thighs into your body. So when your thighs press into your belly, and then in turn your lower back gets a good support from the ground. That's the goal of this. And extend your hands, extend your legs. Let's give a full body stretch. Point your fingertips and toes in the opposite direction. Nice big stretch to the body. And release. Open up your hands, open up your legs. Find a good comfortable position to relax your body. Very nice job, everyone. We started off very gently, but we did build up and kind of engaged all the muscles, so it was a full body workout. So try to spread your legs and hands away, let your body relax. Try to wiggle your body in any position that you like to so that the lower back really settles down on the ground. And your shoulder blades are nicely spread out. Relax all your facial muscles. Keep your jaw a little bit relaxed. If you need to wiggle your jaw a little bit side to side, go ahead and do that. And keep your tongue softly relaxed. Eyelids are closed. Eyeballs nicely relaxing within the sockets. Forehead and temple muscles relaxed. Take a moment to process everything that happened in the last 1 hour. And acknowledge the working of every single muscle, nerve, tissue, fiber within your body, reaching deep, deep up to a single cell, every single cell of your body. Extend your gratitude for their working and your well-being. Very slowly bend both your knees and turn your body to the right side. And take the support of your hands and make your way up into a seated position with your eyes closed. Bringing your hands to the heart center with the thumb touching the heart center. If you wish to make a small prayer for your loved ones and the world around you, you may do that at this time. Very slowly, let's begin to open our eyes by first bringing the gaze towards the floor and slowly coming up to eye level. Let's take a bow together and say Namaste. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining the session today. I will see you all next Tuesday.